My name is Shipra, and I currently work with India Sanitation Coalition as the team leader. And it's been a large, for the last couple of years, we're largely working in the space of water and sanitation with organizations like WaterAid, USAID projects with Population Foundation of India, and other organizations. Sanitation in India actually got a focus vis-a-vis water, drinking water. Sanitation in India got its focus a little late. Like for the first time, rural sanitation came into focus was in 1986 when a program called CRSP, Central Rural Sanitation Program, came in 1986. And I think it was very heavily dependent on the subsidy thing. And slowly the government realized the issues and the difficulties. And that's when one of the difficulties was they realized that behavior change was not in focus. And they modified the program to TSC. And slowly different programs like NBA and others came into the picture, till we reached to a point where Swachh Bharat Gramin was announced by Prime Minister Modi in 2014. The progress on toilets were going fine. Like it was initially in 1981, it was somewhere like on an annual basis there was a growth of about 1%. But actually the real growth which we saw was in 2014 after the Swachh Bharat Gramin was launched, and it kept a target of about 111 million toilets to be constructed by 2019, which is when the Prime Minister Mr. Modi decided that they will make an open defecation free India. And from 2014 onwards, very encouraging results. From 2014 it was about 41%, and now it is, and within 2 years I think we are reaching to about 70%. We are very close to 70%. I think the annual rate has grown. It has grown up in multiple numbers. I think now it has become everybody, every stakeholders, the government, the civil society, the corporates, the faith-based organizations, the startups, enterprise. I think a lot of people have started putting their efforts together. What we heard in the first session, collective action, I think we all have started putting together collective action into the space of Swachh Bharat, and we are achieving, I think, miraculous results in terms of numbers. But if you look at numbers, we're going very well. But it's not just numbers, the sanitation is not just about numbers. It is about whether, if there are toilets, are they being used? Are they really being used? There are many studies which shows toilets are not being used. When the census happened, it showed that toilets have been constructed, but there were missing toilets. The toilets on papers on expenditures has been done, but there were missing toilets. Toilets are not being used. Treatment methods, when you have a toilet, there's no hygienic toilets in many places. You'll see toilets, but they are not technically sound. The effluent which is coming out, the treatment are not proper. The pits which are constructed are maybe not be proper or may not be there. So there are a lot of treatment issues are there. And apart from that, one of the most important thing is maintenance. A lot of community toilets, a lot of public toilets do come up. Public toilets are not maintained properly. So many of us may not feel like entering a public toilet at times. Most of them are like. So one of the issues which I think presently India Sanitation Coalition is also working on is it's not just building toilets, because in terms of racing against the numbers targets, I think many times we compromise on quality, but we need to focus on build, use, maintain and treat. So this is a very important area which we are grappling to. Apart from this, we feel that lot of toilets are being constructed, but upfront, when we really go down into the villages, liquid cash to construct those toilets, finance, is also an important area which people are not able to address. There's an interesting component of banks. Recently, last year, 2015, banks said that under the priority sector lending, sanitation was also added to it. So now banks are also mandated to spend on sanitation as part of their contribution. So at the ground level, a lot of microfinance institutions are, because they have a last mile connectivity, a lot of microfinance institutions are also coming up to help them connect, because they do not have. So they want to, if there is a willingness, they know that they need to have a toilet, So a lot of people are microfinance institutions are helping these people out. If I summarize, there is build problem, use problem, maintenance problem, treatment problem, finance issues, and I'm sure there are a couple of issues which I think our other panelists people will also talk about.